Hello everyone, welcome to your pick a card or pick a rose reading. Today we're going to dive into the shadow aspects of yourself that are requiring your attention at the moment, that are requiring healing, especially with this upcoming eclipse season, which I've been sharing a lot on this channel, that the eclipse season is all about exposing and revealing the darkness, the shadow, to be transmuted into the light. Now, in order for you to do that, you need to first acknowledge the shadow, okay? So, we are doing this work in advance to prepare you for the work that is awaiting, especially the masculine collective. This is so I've been doing a reading for the feminines, and I wanted to do one specifically for the masculine collective, which is really going through a very rough time at the moment, and especially until the end of the year. The reason for it is because they've been resisting. They've been resisting change. They've been resisting this work. They've been resisting healing. They've been trying to fix the external environment. This is not a criticism. We know that the masculine energy is more outward oriented, and they tend to avoid going within. And we also know that the way the world is built doesn't really help with that. There are so many distractions. Anyway, you get it. There are so many opportunities to avoid going within, whether it is through people pleasing, caring for others, engaging in all sorts of addictions. The Divine Masculine Collective has many hooks in their sacral chakra due to all of these external energies that are pulling at them. Okay, so in today's reading, we're going to look, I'm going to be revealing your subconscious, which is one of my main gifts and superpowers, is seeing the shadow aspects of people. And if you're guided to work with me, I have opened sessions specifically for this period of time in Pluto and Capricorn for both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine Collective. The Divine Feminine is oriented on the grounding, root chakra, stability, and the Divine Masculine is more so on the emotional side. So you can book one of those sessions, or you can book a general, quote unquote, general session where we work on at least three main aspects. Sorry, not at least, at most, three aspects of that require healing. Okay. So do that, okay, if you feel guided. Today you may resonate with at least 2 or 3. I've been hearing all of you will resonate with at least one for sure, because it's general, because it's something that all of the masculines that have been engaging with the world have been repressing, have been suppressing, have been avoiding to look at these shadow aspects. Okay, so we have 5 files. I must say it was quite a wrestling session to choose only 3, which I usually do, but I mean, in the end I had to let them all hear, which also is a sign that there's work to be done. Okay, there's work to be done, and we can no longer run away from it. But also it's important to understand that you are supported. Okay, you have your galactic team with you. You have all the support needed here on Earth, but also more broadly, and it's time. Divine Masculines, that's what I'm hearing. It's time. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few minutes to choose. As usual, you can also just listen to all of them and see what resonates with you. Within inside of each pile, we're gonna look at healing path. What is the shadow, and also healing path. And if you also need a confirmation, or if you need more details, you can book a individual session as well, and we can dive deeper if you don't feel yet 100% ready for the healing. So yeah, okay. I will see you inside of the reading. Hello, Divine Masculines. This is me from the future. Just wanted to say that to add to the message, that the way the decks are behaving are very important, I think. They're really translating the energy that wants to come through. Meaning, I felt the need to shuffle many more times than I usually do, which means that the Divine Masculines really need to clear and declutter their space. I feel like there is this need for clearing in all levels. Maybe doing some sort of detox, maybe just selling all your stuff, maybe it's just changing, maybe going to the ocean or wherever you currently live and be around in nature. There's just a lot of negativity that needs to clear from your space, energetic, physical. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Alrighty, my masculines, take care. Greetings, Pile One. Welcome to your pick a rose reading. You chose the self, which it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Your shadow aspect is the ego. And I'm really getting a feeling that most, if not all of you, have chosen this pile because it takes an ego death to even acknowledge all the other aspects, all the other shadows. The ego is a protector. The ego is trying to protect our inner child from the hurt and the pain that they've experienced. This is how we sharpen and we build an identity to go out into the world and feel safe enough to function. That's because we didn't have the proper environment and the proper structures and the proper nurturing to heal those wounds when it was needed. Now, a lot of you are highly sensitive souls, okay? You are also very, very strong warrior spirits. Obviously, you're a divine masculine. But at the same time, you have, I'm just watching at the bottom of the deck, I have the heart card. You have a very, very, very soft heart, very kind heart. And it just has been wounded, very, very wounded by the world. For some reason, for this pile in specific, what comes through is bullying, childhood bullying. I just saw 144, which is confirmation. Right, okay. So the shadow aspect that needs healing right now is the ego that you've built, and especially pride and arrogance. I feel like there's a shadow aspect of you that just wants to feel superior than others, to protect your inner child who has been put down. First of all, I want to say that this is not, if you're a divine feminine listening to this resonates for you as well. It resonates for me. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us all, okay? I've personally been victim of severe abuse and bullying growing up. And so I had to build a very strong ego to protect myself, of course. Now, over the past 7 years, I've gone through massive ego deaths and spiritual awakenings to help me heal that shadow. There's still some layers to be done, okay? To feel safe, to trust again, to feel safe to open my heart to others. Building this channel has been a huge step for me because I have had huge barriers in allowing my more vulnerable side to be seen. But it has been a very, 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 very long healing journey. Now, for you, there were 2 cards that wanted to come through because I heard that you need the reassurance to know that on the other side of this, there's just a lot of peace. I feel like there's a lot of mental activity going on, and especially a massive inner critic. At the bottom of the deck, we have grace. There's a lot of nurturing energy, cosmic, that's what I'm hearing, cosmic nurturing energy that is coming for the divine masculines throughout this period of time, throughout this next 2 to 3 months, which is going to help them connect with their inner feminine. I channeled in the collective reading, in the last collective reading. If you haven't watched it already, would be you can use it as a reference for the next few months. But for the Divine Masculine Collective, Kuan Yin, the goddess Kuan Yin, came through, and she's the goddess of compassion. I really feel like she's a great guide for the Divine Masculines. I'm getting headaches as I'm channeling for this group. I feel like I'm feeling the exhaustion in wrestling this ego, in wrestling this pride, in wrestling in surrendering to this ego death, because there's a lot of pain underneath. So let's see the dragon that is guiding the Divine Masculines going through this healing is the air and water dragon. Okay, so there's a lot of green, meaning there's a lot of heart chakra. And so obviously we have, I mean, for sure, letting go of this pride will help you, of this ego will help you heal your heart chakra. So it says, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, and express your inner song. Yeah, I must say also that for me, last year is when I healed a big piece of this shadow aspect of myself. And that's when all of my most of my psychic abilities came back. A lot of you have blocked your third eye, your intuition, because you have blocked your heart chakra. Gosh, this is such a strong message. So the solar plexus, the pride, the ego, the distorted ego, the arrogance blocks the flow of energy into your heart chakra, therefore into your authentic expression, but also your intuitive gifts. And as a New Earth leader, we know that everything we do is channeling divine guidance. It's not about us. It's not about ego. It's not about our subconscious agenda. And so long your heart chakra isn't open, I'm going to be very straight, very forward. You cannot be a New Earth leader. You're not going to be allowed to be a New Earth leader. You're not going to be in the fifth frequency, in the higher frequency. You see, the dragon, the air and water dragon, helps you connect to higher frequencies. Exactly. You cannot pass the threshold. You're just going to keep feeding your ego unconsciously or consciously. But regardless, you're just going to be stuck in the ego matrix, in the ego agenda, in ways to try to soothe the pain that you aren't willing to face, period. So it's time to shatter those walls. It's time to go deep. It's time to heal, Divine Masculines, okay? It's time to do that. There's so much peace coming at the other side of this struggling. There's so much peace. So much peace. I'm hearing that you've never felt this amount of peace in your life. When I had my first real ego death, that was 2017. I was in Brazil at that time. I've never known that there was so much peace. I remember sitting on a beach. I was traveling by myself and I was sitting on a beach and I was like, I think I was living for the first time. And it was just a rebirth. 2017 for me was the beginning of it, of my real life. So I feel like this is what's coming through for all the Divine Masculines, okay? And if you need help with that, check out ways in which you can work with me in the description box below. But other than that, you can trust the process, and you have everything it takes to heal this pattern. Everything. You have all the tools, all the strength. And I just keep hearing it's time. All right, Divine Masculines, thank you so much for tuning in today. And I'll see you sometime soon or in the next pile. Take care, pile 1. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your pick a rose. I keep want to say pick a dragon because we have so many dragons in this reading, but the dragons are here for the collective. I really feel like there's a lot of support from the elemental realm. First of all, I want to say this particular collective, this group of the Divine Masculines, are just I cannot yet find the words, but I feel I can lose myself in this beautiful energy. There is so much depth. There's so much depth that is going to come from this healing. This is a depth that you haven't been in touch with for a long time. I'm hearing probably since childhood, since the very beginning. It's what I'm hearing. This may be like a birth trauma or something that I'm also hearing mental health on the mother's side that made you put yourself second, or something related to pregnancy trauma, or something that really dates back to literally the very beginning of your existence. Here's what is just fucking amazing. If you go back, I just saw 222. Awesome. If you go back on the history of my channel, the first video that I've ever done had posted, that was a year ago, exactly a year ago, around this time, September, beginning of September. The first card that came through was Magnificence. The whole reading was around Magnificence. And then the Beginnings card came through, which there's a link. There's a link to this. I really feel like there's a cycle that the Divine Masculines have either gone through or will go through over the next year. My guides are okay, years, that is going to really bring a whole new dimension to their life. And I mean, a lot of you have been operating from just 1%. I'm not kidding, like 1% of who you truly are, Divine Masculines. You are magnificent. Your essence, your beingness is freaking magnificent. But in order for you to even exist, to survive in the 3D, your soul has chosen to have a very early trauma, like from the very, very beginning, that made you fragment yourself into a persona or an identity. I'm almost like I'm hearing there is a role that was assigned to you very early on, to be the rescuer, to focus outward versus exploring your magnificence. Because I'm seeing many of you have incredible creative gifts. You have such a vast inner world, and the gifts that you are meant to bring are, I'm hearing, never seen before here on Earth. Like, this pile is really, really something. And I don't say this lightly. There are divine masculine quality. Okay, my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. I just saw that. I mean, yes. I feel like healing this original, very, very early wound, will allow you to get in touch with your power of creation, with your creative abilities. I mean, just look at this dragon. It's like, gosh, this is gorgeous, okay? But you need to let go of this shadow aspect of yourself that says everyone else's needs come first. No. And I feel like, although it comes from I want to say, it may feel like it comes from a good intention. Self-abandonment is just not noble. You can only meet other people at the level you meet yourself. Self-sacrifice is not something to be put on a pedestal. This is what narcissists want you to believe, is that you need to put your needs last. This is what the whole freaking society tells you to do, because they don't want you to explore your inner world and your power. They want you to be a slave to everyone else's agenda. I'm just letting this sink in. Pile 2. I'm speaking to an amazing soul here. I mean, you may be very drawn to isolate a lot because you're giving so much of yourself to others. But I really feel like it's time to cut everyone else. Literally everyone else. And to use all that energy that you give to others into your creations, because this is your life force. Whatever you be very, very mindful to where your energy is going, Divine Masculine, because you need to put all that into creating the new earth, help to manifest a new world. You see, karmic handlers, whether this is your karmic family or friends, or fake friends or ex-partners and whatnot, they want you to stay in their 3D because you serve their agenda. But you're here to create a new world. You're here to go on the uncarved path, and you're here to lead. You're a leader. But for whatever reason, I'm even looking at the Magnificence card. There is the word mother, well, mother of pearl. I really feel like this is deep mother wound. So you may resonate with the last card as well, where we had the mother. We'll see what comes through for you. But this feels like it's something that's spilled into your whole life, being the rescuer. It's just a role that you have been assigned. And it was something your soul agreed to help you get through the old earth. Because have you been in touch with this vast dimension of who you are, it would be useless anyway. I kind of feel like it gave you something to do, this identity, because it was just, to keep you distracted, because you wouldn't have been able to bring out into the world this creation. because the world is not ready for this magnificence. I mean, I mean, it's just wow. I'm really having a hard time to put words into the energy that I'm sensing. Pile two. I just can we talk? It's like wow. Just drop a comment if you're there. I really wanna connect with these kind of individuals more and more. And wow, I'm just I'm just blown away by the beauty that is just gonna start unfolding out into the world. But again, it feels like your ability to birth creation is linked to your own birth for whatever reason. Okay. So if you need help with that, with healing this trauma, you can reach out for a session. But otherwise, you can also work with the Alpha Dragon. You can call upon the Alpha Dragon's energy to help you with this, to help you bring your magnificence and your essence out into the world and your creation power. This can also be a sacral chakra hook. All these energies that have been needing your attention. But I'm really seeing you right now, like cutting off everything. Like I see this Alpha Dragon like on your own. And I really feel like maybe there was some sort of codependency, but I really feel like it's going to be, the healing of this is going to be much spontaneous and fast. So I feel like your soul could not wait to get rid of this codependency and to heal. I feel like you're good on your own. You thought you weren't because you were afraid of this amount of depth that your soul has. But I also feel like right now, you know that it's time and you know that the world is ready for your... And I mean, let's talk about it. It's just birth trauma is also quite deep as well. So this created a codependent wound very early on. But it's time to heal. It's time to heal this wound, pile 2. Just knowing this, I feel like is going to be very, very massive for you. And wow, I'm just so honored to channel this energy. I feel like I want to sit in it for a few more minutes, but I'm gonna let you go, pile 2. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your Pica Rose energy reading. This is, I must say, my energy did like a whole 180. Your energy is just very different from, I kind of feel like all piles. It's like, it's not necessarily a shadow aspect. I want to say it's not necessarily a trauma that comes through for your pile, but mostly it's an aspect of yourself that needs to be brought to light. And I was hearing for many of you is around your gender. So you may either be transgender, or there's something related to the idea of I was hearing exploring outside your gender, whether that is exploring just exploring aspects of yourself that are not necessarily defined by your gender, if that makes sense. Okay, well, we're gonna try to decode this, but it feels like it's very linked to the pride flag as well. Your energy is very beautiful, very joyful, very light. Okay, it's very different from what I've channeled in the other energies. But I feel like it's part of it's part of this new Earth revolution is understanding the difference between genders and energy. And I feel like you're meant to expand people's minds to what a certain to the boxes, and especially like these societal boxes. I feel like you're very extravagant. There's something about you that is just like a unicorn. I also see this energy of the unicorn with this rainbow dragon. Just very outside of the box. Just very I'm also getting like, I don't know why, but Peter Pan. Like I'm seeing someone like the full energy, you know, in tarot, with this leap of joy that opens new doors. I feel like you're, I mean, and we have the Explorer as well. Like, okay, if there was a tarot card that was yours, pile 3, that would be the full card. I feel like you're just walking through this life with the energy of an explorer. You are way too unboxed for people to even grasp, to even like get you or understand you. I'm just so joyful out of nowhere. It's amazing. Like I feel like you're bringing so much joy to people. And gratitude. So I feel like you're just very grateful for this. I feel like you see every moment and every opportunity as a miracle. And you're so inspiring. I mean, your energy is inspiring me as I'm channeling. So I can only imagine what your presence does to other people and to the world. But there is no like shadow, quote unquote shadow, as in trauma aspect of you that is coming through. I just feel like it's time for you to, it's not for you, but to the world. It's time for the world to see, hearing more of you. Because I feel like you haven't necessarily hidden your true colors with the rainbow. And again, this is not necessarily the sexual orientation. There is just something you can be straight, you can be, you know, just a masculine energy in a male body, or a feminine energy in or you can be actually a divine masculine in a female body as well. This can also talk about that. Oh yeah. So there's something that will just expand people's boxes. It's going to expand their minds to these notions, to these rigid notions of what a particular gender is. There was a message that wanted to come through, Paya. Yeah, okay, so it's not about any trauma. I mean, I feel with the Explorer, I feel like your energy is just very pure. I feel like you've integrated. I feel like you've not accepted, because it feels like I feel like you have integrated just a lot of who you truly are. I feel like you didn't allow the world to burden you with their rigid rules. And a lot of it was due to your outlook on life, which is so freaking awesome. But yeah, in today's message for you, I really feel like it's just about it's just about allowing these opportunities of expansion is what I'm hearing to come through in your life. And I'm hearing just go with the flow, which is what you know very well to do. But I guess this message really comes through as just a reassurance or just a confirmation if you needed that. And just to know that your presence is just your presence. Like, you don't even have to do anything. You know, if we talk about purpose and mission and service, I feel like your beingness is it. Period. Just your beingness is the service. Your beingness is your purpose, is your energy, is your essence, is who you are. So I feel like for some of you, you could be travelers, you could be explorers, you could be nomads, you could, you know, it's just about you meeting people and you infusing your energy out into the world. Wow. Awesome. Wow, pile 3. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so excited for your journey ahead. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, pile 3. Oh, I forgot to mention pile 3. The number 9 came through just at the beginning of the reading, so it feels very significant for you. Number 9. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your pick an energy reading. Pick a role. I'm so sorry. I need to explain what's been going on here before I can even speak. It's, I don't know why, but I've been laughing hysterically at your guides or with your guides because they're just so funny. Okay. First of all, I want to say that the main thing that comes through with obviously the sensualist is a very imbalanced sacral chakra. To the point where if you look at the other piles, I have picked a dragon card. Actually, I have 2 dragon decks. But when I was trying to shuffle one of the dragon cards, it was just all over the place. I was just not allowed to pick a card. And I feel like this is your energy, which is, I feel like you have a lot of sexual energy, pile 4. Your pile 4. But it's just spilled everywhere. Okay. And we're not going to talk about the cactus here, but I mean, read between the lines. I feel like, and we also have patience in reverse came at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's an energy with temperance here where you gotta learn how to harness and how to work with this sexual energy, which is a gift when you know how to channel it into productive endeavors. So I'm getting just again, the energy that I'm feeling is a very unbalanced sacral chakra. I feel like your sexual energy is spilling everywhere. I feel like it's simply not harnessed. I feel like it's an untamed. Okay, yeah, the energy that I was feeling with when I was shuffling the dragon deck is like a dragon that just didn't want to be tamed. And with endurance, I feel like I feel like a lot of you have really gone to the edge of exploring your sexuality. Take it how it resonates. But with the Chariot in reverse, I feel like your guides are calling you right now and letting you know that it's time for you to Page of Swords, meaning it's time for you to it's time to I'm hearing change your perspective, turn the page to this chapter, to this old chapter. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It feels quite dark. Okay, so for many of you, there may be promiscuity involved. I feel like this is your shadow aspect, pile 4. For whatever reason, I cannot even focus on your pile. Like, I'm really trying to keep this energy in place. Which is why the Temperance is here. I feel like the energy of Temperance is what is going to really allow you to tame your demons. With the Chariot in reverse. I mean, Chariot is fast forward movement energy, okay? I feel like it's an energy of just, for a lack of a better word, to train your horses. See why I'm laughing? And I'm not laughing at you, but I'm laughing at the way I'm laughing at the way your guides are coming through. They're just, but I also feel like you don't necessarily, there is no judgment here with you. I feel like you're very open about it. I don't feel like there's any shame necessarily involved, which is what allows me to channel it as it is. Okay, this is not a shaming energy. I feel like it's just a result of not being masterful with your energy. The Temperance card is mastery. Okay, the Temperance card is mastery. And so pile 4. This is so interesting that you're pile 4, because the 4 in numerology is stability. And I keep forgetting it. For you, it's like pile 4. I feel like you gotta really remind yourself throughout this period of time of integration, of healing, to focus, to call back your energy, to really work on mastery, sacral chakra mastery. I'm intrigued by this Page of Swords. I feel like it's related to endurance. Yeah, well, okay. Okay. Yeah, well, this is really meant to bring you just a lot of discipline. The world discipline comes through as well with the Temperance. I feel like you're meant to build a very strong character as a result of learning how to master this energy. And working on your focus. Working on your focus. I don't know what that means. Because the Swords energy is mental, is focus, okay? Some of you may be, traditionally, conventionally diagnosed with ADHD, because that's the energy that I'm feeling. It's like all over the place. Another message that is coming through is, yeah, well, a shadow energy, a shadow aspect of yourself is that needs healing is sexual activity that is using other people for your own pleasure, for your own gains. That is something that is not of the new earth, and is going to require mastery of your sacral energy. Pile 4. Anyway, I feel like the message was pretty straightforward. I don't know exactly how, well, other than obviously sacral chakra. I feel like, you see, chakra healing can be either you can have a blocked chakra, or you can have an overactive energy center. Okay, just like for pile 1, there was around the solar plexus. I feel like for you, it's around the sacral chakra, which means that you need to bring it into the balance and balance it with the rest of the energies, especially with the root chakra as well as the heart. Well, this is like, conventionally quote unquote player energy, and that is because your heart chakra, I'm being drawn to the green color, your heart chakra has been closed. So when your heart chakra is closed, this is balancing your heart and sacral chakra. I feel like you are an amazing lover, and the shadow aspect, like I'm getting a lot of tantric energy as well, but the shadow aspect of it when your heart chakra is closed is turning into the dark side of sexuality. Okay, it could be porn, prostitution, just overly active, which drains your energy as well in the long term. Well, pile 4, temperance energy. Temperance energy. Being masterful of your sexual energy is the way forward. That's what I'm hearing. All right, pile 4. I hope this message resonated. If you need help, especially with the sacral chakra, as well as the heart opening, you can reach out for a session. I can help you. I can help you balance these energy centers if you need extra support with that. But otherwise, just really focus on this temperance energy. I feel like there are practices, especially physical exercises. I don't know, I'm thinking about yoga, but also like martial arts that help you work with your physical body mastery. And obviously, I'm hearing overexposure to sexual content that would be bad. I'm hearing from your guides. All right, pile 4. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Hello, pile 5. Welcome. I'm not used to say pile 5. Also for pile 4, I was stumbling upon my words because it's we had quite a big reading today. So, well, if you made it so far, if you've watched all of them, welcome to your last pile. If you're here, if you're a visitor and you've just picked the mother card, welcome as well. I feel like your pile, we got so much Mother Mary Magdalene energy, just so much goddess energy with the pink dragon, with Andromeda. We have a lot of divine feminine energy. I mean, with beauty, with affection, and also just a lot of upper chakras energy. Right. Okay. Transforms your ascension. So we had 2 dragons that came through for you. There is the dragon of purity, pure white dragon from Orion. And we have a dragon from Andromeda, the dusky pink. You may be a twin flame. A lot of you here are. Act with truth and honesty. Process what you know. Okay, pile 5, what I'm getting for you is you're ready to get in touch with your intuition. I feel like what was blocking your feminine energy was a codependent energy linked to a mother wound and the lack of affection from your mother's side. Which I'm getting, it was just very transactional. It was not pure, okay, with the pure white. I feel like you're connecting to what real affection is all about, what real feminine essence is all about, the actual beauty. I'm hearing the word tainted, which comes from this pure white dragon. I feel like you have had, this is a very strong message that comes through pile 5. You had a very tainted image of what the divine feminine, of what feminine energy was. I'm going to say this again. You had a very tainted image of what a feminine was because of this mother wound. I feel like a lot of what you've done so far in your life was a result of you trying to get affection from women, from feminine energy. But now you're realizing that you gotta first connect to your own feminine essence, meaning the energy of goddesses, the energy of Andromeda, the Andromedan light codes, the purity of a divine feminine, the beauty, the actual beauty, nature, Mother Gaia, flowers, roses, everything that is pure, the pure frequency of the divine feminine. With affection, I feel like there's a lot of addictions. Alcohol, for some of you, could be food addictions as well. Like everything that you have been using to self-soothe because you were unable to self-regulate your emotions. I feel like you don't know how to. I'm looking at this dragon with this pink dragon. I'm looking at his face. He looks a little bit confused. Like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that? It's like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like this notes, these music notes, these are your emotions, and you're like, it's like, what am I supposed to do with that, right? But I feel like right now you're truly ready to play your own song, to create your own tones, and to explore the energy of exploring your emotional side comes through just so strongly, pile 5, and this is all a result of healing your sacral chakra. I feel like there's a blockage. This is the opposite of pile 4. Pile 4 had a very overactive sacral chakra. I feel like for you it's the opposite. I feel like you've been hindering your energy. I feel like you've been I feel like there's just so much. There's a need for you to explore your feminine essence, your pure feminine essence. I'm getting just a lot. I feel a pain in my left side. As I'm channeling your energy, it's like I feel like you have a lot of resentment towards the feminine species. Oh gosh, I really feel a pain in my left side of the sacral chakra. The left side is the feminine energy. Okay. This may cause some physical issues as well for you, pile 5. I feel like it's time to forgive. It's time to heal. It's time to transmute this energy and ascend. It's time to rediscover your purity, your innocence. It's time to heal this mother wound. For some of you, it may be a journey, right? It may require deep energy healing, therapy, other modalities, but I feel like it's just what your guides are asking from you. In this next chapter of your life, which is really going to open you up to the real beauty of life as well, because feminine energy is beauty, right? I'm seeing you like you're just gonna look at life in colors, in more vivid colors. This is what our sacral chakra is also all about. I'm seeing black and white right now. Like I'm seeing this affection card in black and white with my third eye, and I feel like healing and releasing this resentment from not receiving the affection you desired will help you see life in vivid colors. Pile 5, you have a divine feminine. I'm hearing many of you are already connected, whether it is in telepathy or you already know who this divine feminine is. And she's meant to guide you as well. She's meant to guide you. Not all divine counterparts are meant to heal each other. For some, they actually heal in separate connections and they come together like fully healed, or at least quite healed. But for you, I feel like it's going to be quite a journey. I'm hearing everything from at least 6 months to 2 years. And I feel like your divine feminine is meant to help you and to guide you through. I keep having really, I cannot express this with words, like huge pain around my sacral area in the left side as well as the stomach. So it's just, I feel like a bit of a stubbornness as well from your energy pile 5. So whatever this mother wound that was for you, I feel like it was quite deep. And has transform the way you look at feminines in general. I feel like there was a lot of distorted masculinity, toxic masculinity, false superiority, like looking at women, looking down at women. But that came from the lack of forgiveness of the mother wound. I'm actually asking your guys right now, why is it that you chose let me get some tarot. 9 of Pentacles. Why is it that you chose this experience, that your soul chose this experience? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, here's what I heard. It's where we got the Knight of Pentacles, which came through. I feel like you were meant to build a very strong, to be very grounded, to be very, like, I'm hearing very linked to like Pentacles, to stability, physical realm stability, material stability. This is part of your purpose. And one other message that comes through just very, 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 very strongly is that Queen of Wands came through, is that your soul, by the way, your divine feminine is just very pure. Your soul wanted to experience real feminine beauty, real, actual, pure feminine energy, which is why I'm hearing you were reserved for higher love. I'm here. You are a twin flame, period. Twin flames are here for just pure 100% higher love. And I feel like you've guarded your heart. I'm gonna cry. For this one special soul that you've always known is somewhere. You're also very romantic. With the Beauty card, I feel like you're also very romantic. And I feel like the reason why you couldn't express, the fact that you couldn't express this energy and show your affection was this very painful experience, or the fact that it was either taken for granted or it was hearing ridiculed. I feel like you're such a pure soul and you know that it's in the cards for you to have this pure divine love. I am so emotional. I feel like a lot of you are going to. I'm usually not. I'm a feminine who's just. I mean, I'm in touch with my emotions, but I just channel them into creativity, into all sorts of things. I don't usually get like emotional. But I mean, for your pile, I did. So I feel like for many of you, you're just gonna allow your emotions to pour. And this is the beginning of unblocking your sacral chakra and your heart as well. You're just very pure. Like, I'm getting Christ energy from you. I'm also feeling like for many of you, this reading will be such a relief. Like, I don't know, I feel like I was feeling a lot of just tension, from your energy. I feel like you've been in this rigid energy for a very long time, unable to explore your emotions. And I feel like you've opened up. Something shifted in your energy. And I'm hearing just very recently, like I'm talking the past days, or maybe this reading will allow you to do so. It's just a very heavy energy, and not heavy necessarily in a dark way, but I'm trying, it's like I'm trying to move through like sand, you know? It's like I'm trying to get the words out. I feel like this is a little bit what this process is going to be for you, whether you choose to like do this in therapy or to open up to a particular feminine or divine feminine. It's like she's gonna have to be patient, because you know it's the engine might take some time to to start, but she's awesome, so don't worry about that. um I'm just like smiling. I'm excited. I'm excited for you, pile five. I forgot what I wanted to say, but yeah, it's like it's the beginning of you exploring your more sensitive side. This is the word that is coming through as well, because I feel like you were very much in this masculine Knight of Pentacles energy. Uh, um and it's just, you need a bit of softness in your life, pile five, which is why you were using all sorts of external soothing, artificial soothing energies to compensate for the lack of softness. I'm also hearing that the feminines that you were connected to just very this is very rough feminine energies. I don't even call them feminines. I feel like you were very much into maybe like the business world, or with, you know, competitive feminists that were just not in touch with their feminine energy. This could have also been your own mother. It's just not, just very aggressive. That's the word I'm hearing. It's just aggressive. Just aggressive energy, just distorted energy. Okay, I am exhausted after you reading pile five, which I feel like this is your energy as well. As you're gonna start opening your sacral chakra, you're gonna start you're gonna need rest. I feel like you're gonna need, forgiveness work and releasing resentment. I speak from experience, from my masculine side. It takes quite some energy. So take it easy, pile five. Take it easy. Focus on healing, forgiveness, resentment. Slowly opening your sacral chakra and exploring the more beautiful side of life. All right. Take care, pile five.